Just today, Future Motion announced that they have a trade-in program for their OneWheels in order to help people get a new OneWheel GT. That's awesome, and it's perfect because I just sent in my OneWheel GT because it was having issues, and they said if I want to fix it and get it back, it's $871, which I do not want to pay. Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name's Thomas, aka the Cereal Snob. If you're new here, make sure you click like, and if you're interested in content like this or cereal reviews, make sure you hit subscribe. That'd really help me out. Today we're talking about my OneWheel GT and I guess the OneWheel trade-in program at large. So real quick background story. If you haven't seen my previous video where I talked about my OneWheel GT having issues, well, I've had a OneWheel GT since launch, and I've had a couple of issues. I just sent it in once before to get the whole engine replaced because it was clicking. And recently I've had to have two issues. One where the battery was being overcharged, seemingly for no reason. And then two, an error 15, which was not resolved by switching out the foot pads or disconnecting it and putting it back on. So I sent it in. They notified me yesterday that it's going to cost $871. The totals of that are right here in order for me to get the board back. And I just am so upset by that. As far as I can tell, I didn't do anything to break the board. It just stopped working. And now I have to spend potentially a third of what the board costs, even more. I spent $2,200 on this initially back in 2022. 2021 when I pre-ordered it in October. And to spend $900 more on it right now, I don't want to do that. I just want to get the new board, like the new GTS series technically, or if I could, but that's $3,200. It's so expensive. Except they just announced this trade-in program today, which you haven't seen. Is pretty remarkable. If you trade in your OneWheel XR or your OneWheel GT, they'll give you either $800 or $1,200 respectively towards a new OneWheel GTS series, which is not the best deal in the world for those boards, but that's actually not bad. And the cool thing is they said as long as you have the full board intact, whether it's working or not working, you're still going to get the $800 for the board or the $1,200 for the GT towards the S series. And I think that alone is incredible. You don't get the same price for an iPhone if you trade it in with or without a cracked screen. There's a difference, but here they're saying you can get the full $800 or $1,200 value no matter what. And I think that is just awesome, awesome, awesome. Kudos to Future Motion for doing that. They're a company with a very mixed record on, their right to repair and their grip on the OneWheel overall. And I personally have been really frustrated by them so many different times. And I'm very excited to see that they're taking steps in this direction for this program. Now, the program itself is only for a limited period of time. I'm guessing this is kind of like a pilot program to see, if it actually makes sense for them, if they're going to sell the boards they want to sell, and if it makes sense to get the parts that they're going to get to refurbish, I'm sure, and then use them for repairs and things going forward. So fingers crossed it does work out, and they continue this so people like anyone with a Pint or a Pint X can trade those in towards a better board too, because as of right now, those are not included in this program. But anyone with a OneWheel XR or OneWheel GT, that's me, baby. I got both of them. So now, not only do I not have to spend $871 potentially to get my board repaired, they can just keep the board. I don't even care. I don't want it. I get to save that $871, and they give me $1,200 credit towards a new OneWheel GTS series. So I know it's not exactly mathing this way, but girl math says that's basically $2,100 that I get towards a new board, and I'm going to use it towards the GTS series because honestly, that's the one I wanted since they announced it, and I've only not gotten it because I don't have the money for that. I also think the price is so obscene, $3,200. But besides that, it's the safest OneWheel they've made so far. With the 117 volt engine or watt engine, I'm not sure which one it is, but one of those two, like the power band being better throughout the entire battery life for someone like me who's 6'4", 205 pounds, that's better overall. And I've hurt myself seriously a couple of times because the board just couldn't put out enough voltage to keep it going. So I'm very excited, and I want to know if you're excited too. So if you are, shout out in the comments below. Tell me what you're thinking, how you feel. I'll update you guys again when I have the GTS series. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching and your interest. And make sure you like and subscribe if you have not. And I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Peace.